Current start session.
Yes, sir. Please continue, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So, hello everyone. Yesterday we were discussing about special series, telescopic series. Yesterday we had discussed, and we had done 2 or 3 special problems related to telescopic series. Then after that, using the telescopic series, we had derived 2 formulas. Right? Everyone remembers those formulas? What we had
Yes,
derived?
yes, sir.
What were they? What were they the formula of?
Natural numbers, sum of natural numbers, and squares of natural numbers.
Natural numbers. Okay, correct. And yesterday only I had asked you to do like go one step further to see if you can do the same thing for sums of cubes, right? So assuming that no one has done it, which is obviously true. So I'll be doing that today. Okay. So yesterday we had done of natural numbers, right? 1 plus 2 plus 3, so on up to n. So we had derived it as n into n plus 1 by 2, right? Same thing, 1 square, 2 square, so on, up to n square. Its value was n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6, right? So the same thing we can do it for one term higher, right? So assuming that my rth term is r raised to 4 minus r minus 1 raised to 4, right? I can do this,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Can I do this? So what is this equal to? Like I would need to equate it to something. So how can I do it? Anyone? How should I write this as? So I can write it as r square whole square minus r minus 1 square whole square, right?
Yes, sir.
I can write it like this, right? So what do I do now? A square minus b square. How do I do
A
a
plus
square
B
minus
into A
b square?
minus B.
Correct.
A plus
So
B into
a
A minus
plus b into a minus b, right?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Correct. Okay. So when you do this, open this bracket, it is r square plus r square plus 1 minus 2r, right? Then we have, what about here?
Yes.
What do we have here? It is 2r minus 1, right? This thing, 2r minus 1, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So doing this further, can we open this up? So it is basically 2r square minus 2r plus 1 into 2r minus 1, right? So it is 4r cube minus 2r square minus 4r square plus 2r plus 2r minus 1. Right, everyone? Is this correct? Just opening up the brackets.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Correct, na? Just recheck it. 4r cube minus 2r square minus 4r square plus 2r plus 2r minus 1. Yes, it is correct.
Yes, sir.
So what happens? So so it is 4r cube, right? Then we have minus 6r square plus 4r minus 1. Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So this is my term. This is my rth term. Same thing, this is my rth term. So both on the left and right hand side, I will be adding these numbers. Fine. So can you help me? What will happen when r is 1? It is 1 raised to 4 minus 0 raised to 4. Correct? What happens when r is 2? 2 raised to 4 minus 1 raised to 4. What happens when r is 3? 3
3
raised to
raised
4 minus 2 raised to 4.
to 2 raised
So
to
on. What happens when r is n? So it
r
will be n raised to 4
X
minus
raised to 4 minus n minus 1
minus
whole power 4.
Correct. And what about this one? What about this one? What will it become? So basically, I have to take sigma of TR from R is equal to 1 to N. So how do I impose sigma on this thing, on this large bracket that I have? What do I do? I can split sigma, right, on each of these.
Yes, sir.
So it becomes 4 times sigma R cube minus 6 times sigma R square plus 4 times sigma R minus sigma 1. Correct?
Yes, sir.
R is
Right.
to
What
1.
happens on the left hand side? What happens on the left hand side? Your terms begin to get cancelled.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So on the left hand side, we are only left with n raised to 4.
10
Raised
raised
to
to 4.
4.
What are we left with on the right side? So basically, this is what we are left with. On the left side, we are left with this minus this plus this, and then we have this. Correct, everyone? Everyone got till here?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
which of these terms don't are those that we don't know, and which of these are the ones we know? Can anyone tell me? Which of these do we know and which of these we don't know?
Last term
Sir,
N, sir.
sigma 1 is n, sir.
Correct. We know this. It is n. What about this one? This also we know.
Yes, sir.
What is it? What is
Sum
it?
of natural
Natural
numbers.
numbers.
4
Sum of
into
first and
sum of
natural numbers.
natural numbers. Yes.
Correct? Correct? This thing? What about this one? Do we know
Yes,
this
sir.
also?
Yes, sir.
So it is 6 into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But we don't know this term. So let me assume it 4s and it is n raised to 4. Correct, everyone?
Yes, sir.
We don't know this term, right? We don't know the sums of cubes of first n natural numbers. We don't know this. So I'm assuming that my answer to be some value s. So after doing all the calculations, you can just do it on your own, right? It is just algebra. Take it out on the left side and cancel the required terms. So we will get this thing, n square into n plus 1 square whole divided by 4. This will be my sum. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Everyone understood the derivation? See, this derivation won't be asked anywhere. It is just for your understanding how telescopic series are helping us. Fine?
Yes, sir.
So if you look at it clearly, it is also n into n plus 1 by 2 whole square. Correct?
Yes.
Correct? It is n into n plus 1 by 2 whole square. Correct, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So what
Yes,
is my s
sir.
representing, first of all? My s is basically representing 1 cube plus 2 cube plus so on up to n cube, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sum of cube.
And its value is its value is n square into n plus 1 square by 4. That is also equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 whole squared. So in other words, it is basically the square of sum of natural numbers up to n. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Got it. So basically, you can just verify it for any number you wish to. So for example, I am taking n is equal to 3. So what is 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube? What is it? 1
36,
plus
sir.
8 plus 27. Correct, 36.
Yes, sir.
36, right? It is 36. And what about the right hand side? I am asking you 1 plus 2 plus 3 whole square.
Same, sir.
So
36,
basically
sir.
6
Same, sir.
square. That is
36.
also 36. Okay. So from
Yes,
now you
sir.
have a property also. From now you have a property also. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So three formulas we have got till now. One was the sum of first n natural numbers. Second, sum of squares of first n natural numbers. Third one being sums of cubes of first n natural numbers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have three formulas. So instead of proving it so see, the first one we were able to prove very easily using AP, arithmetic progression. Second one, using telescopic series, we did it. Third one also, we could do it using telescopic series. Is there any other method by which these three could be proved? Any other method you can think of that we have studied earlier? And I'll just give you one small hint so everyone can guess. That chapter ended in one day.
Mathematical induction, sir.
Correct,
induction, sir.
correct, absolutely right. Yes, yes, correct. अब सबको पता चल गया. The chapter ended in one day. That was mathematical induction. So these three sums, the proof of these three, you can do it through mathematical induction also, right? First assuming that, uh, first proving it for n is equal
N
to
is
1,
equal to
then
1.
assuming
N
the
is equal
same
to
proof
K.
for k,
N is
and
equal
then
to
proving it for
Yes,
k
K.
plus
sir.
1,
K plus
right?
1.
That is how
Sir.
you did it.
Sir.
Everyone has attended principle of mathematical induction class.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Everyone was there that day?
No, sir.
Acha, you were not there. Okay. No worries. You can just see it. It was one class only. In that, I had taught you mathematical induction. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So since you have understood this, we have now we have got three special formulae, and it will help you in solving the problems ahead. Okay. So, okay. So just one practice problem to give you. Sigma. Uh, tell me any quadratic equation fast. Anyone? Quadratic equation. कुछ भी बता दो
4x
जल्दी से.
square.
Square.
4x
Four.
square.
x square
4x square
plus
हाँ
2x
plus
जल्दी.
5.
हाँ -3. Okay. Okay.
yes sir
X is going from 1 to 100. चलो इसका करो. How will we do it? How will we do this one? So
sir we should
instead of yes,
Separate.
like we should
Separate.
correct. So sigma x square. Okay. Then we have plus 2 times sigma x minus sigma 3. In all these, x is going from 1 to 100. X is from 1 to 100. X from 1 to 100. Fine, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Got it? So tell me, how should we do this one?
Sum of squares.
4 into sum of
Correct.
square.
Sum of
So correct.
squares.
4 into sum of squares. What is formula for sum of squares?
n into n plus 1 into 2n
Into
plus 1 by
2n plus 1 by 6.
Correct. So what will be my value of n?
100. 100.
Correct. Correct. 100. Correct. 100. So it is 100 into 101 into 201 divided by 6. That's it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Plus, what about this?
2 into sum of natural numbers.
No, sum of
Correct.
2 into sum of natural numbers.
Correct.
n
2 into
into
sum
n
of
plus
natural
1 by
numbers.
2.
2. So what is the value of n?
100.
1
Correct.
by 2
Correct.
100
Correct.
into 101 by 2.
by 2.
Minus. What about this? This one is really easy.
Sir, it is 300.
300.
Correct. 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 So you can just proceed the calculations and get your answer, right? You can do the calculations on your own.
Yes, sir.
Everything is sorted now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, great. That's really great. So one more question. What will happen if instead of starting my numbers, now I am not starting my numbers from I'm not starting my numbers from 0 or 1, and
sir
I'm going till 50.
is question 10
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you
is
repeat?
K is equals to 10, so we should substitute K place.
How will that work? Okay, so let me easy the question for you. Let me make it a little bit easy. Fine, that's it for you correctly. So it's basically asking you 10 square plus 11 square plus 12 square plus so on up to 50 square.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how would you do it? No one can think.
So sum of squares of natural numbers up to 15 minus sum of squares of natural numbers up to 9.
Up to 9, exactly. Vignesh, right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, see. Yeah, it is correct. So see, what you can do is, you can think of it like this. Okay, and then we have minus 1 square, 2 square, up to 9 square. Correct? Everyone? Because this part is getting
Yes,
cancelled
sir.
out. So what is this? What is this?
Sum of first n square numbers.
Sum of?
50 first
Ah,
50
correct.
square numbers.
Ah, correct. Sum of first 50, like sum of squares of first 50 natural numbers. Correct? So it is
Yes,
basically
sir.
50 into 51
50 square.
into 101 whole divided by 6. Correct? And what is this? This is sum of squares of
Of squares of
9 square.
first
Nine
nine,
square, sir.
first 9
first
square
9.
numbers.
So it is 9 into 10 into 19 by 6. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So you can just easily subtract these two numbers and get your answer. Okay, no need to get confused because there will be many questions which will be purposely made in this way. Fine. So let me just give you an example.
So, sir.
What? This? I will send you the notes.
Okay, sir.
Fine. I will send you the notes. Just a minute. Hello?
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Hello. So it is asking me k plus 10 whole square. K is going from 10 to 40. So in other words, it is asking me 20 square plus 21 square plus 22 square, so on up to 50 square. Fine.
What is square, sir?
This is what it is asking me, right?
40
Sir, square or 50 square, sir?
Just think,
50
what is it?
square. 50 square.
No, like I want the logic. Can you tell me the logic why it is going till 50 and not till 40?
So 40 plus 10.
Yes, sir.
The value of k is 40.
So K is starting from 10.
Whole square.
So k, exactly, k is starting from 10, not k plus 10. K. So
Yes,
what will
sir.
happen? You put the value of k as 10, then you put the value of k as 11, then you put the value of k as 12, so on till k is 40. So this is what you will get.
40.
40 plus 10 whole square.
So this is correct, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
many
sir.
people, so you can just solve it easily, right? How would you do it? You can just do it because it is
Sum of
s of
square.
50 minus s of 19, right? Sums of squares of
Yes, sir.
till 50 minus till 19, correct?
So,
Right? Everyone?
so why
Yes,
don't
sir.
Sorry? I
why
didn't get
don't
your
it
point.
एक बार explain करो sir.
means 10 square?
Like I am doing the same thing that we were doing earlier. So I am asking you, how would you solve 20 square plus 21 square, so on up to 50 square? How would you do it?
Sum of squares.
Sum of squares you will use. So you will do the same thing. First, you will take up to 19 square and add it with this sum s, and then you will subtract this thing, right? So what is this? This is the sum up to 50. Sum of squares up to 50.
Yes, sir.
And what is this?
Yes,
What is
sir.
this?
Subtraction
Sum of
of
is up to 19.
So that is what I am asking you to do. So it is basically S50 minus S19. Okay, so do you want to write me okay, no worries. So do you want to write the formula here? Fine, we can do it that way. So it is 50 into 51 into 101 by 6 minus 19 into 20 into 39 by 6. Correct?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So that is, but what many people do at this stage, the mistake they make, big brain time. I had told you that day also. The ones who are really good in calculations, what will they, can anyone just think what mistake will someone make when we have k plus 10 whole squared? What is the mistake they make? Can anyone think of that?
They take the sum of to 40 only, sir.
Yes, sir.
No. That is not the mistake. Like that is not. What they do is
39
they open
mistake.
the square. They open the square. What they do is they write it like k square plus 100 plus 20k. Fine. And then they try to split it. So sigma k square plus sigma 100 plus 20 times of sigma k. Then they try to find these three values individually and then add up. So it goes really long. The question that was meant to be really easy becomes very tough for them. And now you get it why? You should never open. If something like this closed is given to you, keep it in the closed form. Fine, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Never go for this thing. What will happen if you go for opening the bracket? What will happen if you open up the
Time
bracket?
waste. Time waste.
You will end up wasting your time. Correct. Okay. Fine, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So never do this. That is what I meant to say. If you are given in this way, just apply this basic logic. That add up the squares up till the previous term and then subtract it later, so that your calculation becomes a little bit easy. Fine. So doing just some important formula or some important questions related to this.
Sir,
So we have, yes,
39 कैसा है sir?
कहाँ पे?
ये 19.20
What
by
is the
39.
formula for squares? Formula for squares of first and natural number.
Sum of observation है हमारा father.
क्या भाई? I am asking sums of squares of first and natural numbers.
40.
नहीं. What is the formula? Like 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, so on. If I take till n square, what is the formula for this thing?
N into n r minus n.
No. Can anyone else tell me? Anyone else who has attended yesterday's class?
N square into n plus 1 whole square by 4.
No, it is wrong.
N into
It is
n
not of squares.
So 2n plus
Anyone else?
1.
n into
Correct.
Sorry, n into
plus
plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6.
6, correct. So this is how it came. I substituted n as 19. So this term became 39. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Any doubt?
We can 10 square to 40 square up to 40 square.
No, we take up to 50 square. Because see, just understand this. This is how the sigma operator works. Okay. So what sigma operator does is, I have a function written inside it. I have a lower limit and an upper limit. So it keeps on adding the value from starting from the lower limit till the value of upper limit. So what it is doing is, first of all, it is inputting the value k as 10. Then it is inputting value of k as 11. Then it is giving value k as 12 up to k is 40. And it adds all of these values. So my last value is k equal to 40. So what happens when 40 goes inside? It is 40 plus 10 whole square. So it is 50 squared. So it will go till 50 square, not 40 square. Fine?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it will go till 50 square, not 40 square. Because value of k is 40, not k plus 10. Okay. So just one question. So sigma of r into r plus 1 into r minus 1. Starting from r is 1 till any number n. Fine. Will you be able to do it? Will you be able to do it, anyone?
We'll
Sir,
try.
r into
Okay.
r square minus 1 square.
Yes, sir.
Yes, correct. So basically I can write my rth term as r into r square minus 1. Correct? A plus b into a minus b.
Yes,
Correct,
sir.
everyone? What is it? I will open the brackets. It is r cube minus r.
R cube minus R.
Right? So it is very easy now. I just need to add r cube minus sigma of r, where r is going from 1 to n. R is going from 1 to n. So tell me, what is the formula of this thing? First term, everyone.
N square into n
N
plus 1
square
whole
into
square
n
by
plus 1
4.
whole square by 4.
Correct. What about the second one?
N into
N
R n n
Bolo, bolo,
n
bolo, bolo.
into n plus 1 by 2.
Correct. Right. So in other words, I can just take n into n plus 1 by 2 common.
Yes,
So it
sir.
will be n into n plus 1 by 2 minus 1. So yes, this is my correct answer. Okay, everyone? Everyone
Yes,
got
sir.
it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just one homework question. Okay.
Okay, sir.
It is nothing difficult. What do we need to do here? Just open up these brackets. So you will get a cubic equation, right?
Yes, sir.
And just
Yes,
add up these
sir.
terms individually. Okay. Then you can add those terms individually. Okay, great. So moving ahead, I just have one series. So the series is 1 into n plus 2 into n minus 1 plus 3 into n minus 2 plus 4 into n minus 3 up to so on up to n terms. Everyone has understood the series?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So चलो बताओ फिर how would we solve it? So first of all, what will be my first step? How do I solve like I know that it is a series. So once I see any series,
Last.
what is my first? No, never. Why would you go for the last term directly? Whenever if I give you any series in general, so what is the trick we apply? No, it is not an AP.
So sum of natural numbers into n plus n
Uh,
minus 1 plus n minus 2 so on and up to n terms.
no, okay, no issues. Okay, this is because the question is easy. चलो क्वेश्चन को थोड़ा मुश्किल करते हैं. ठीक है. अब क्या करोगे? The previous question was easy. Now I have increased the level by 1. Now what would you do? Tell me. Okay. So whenever you are given any series, the first step is to find out its rth term. Tell me, if I pull out any term from this series, what would be its value? Can anyone tell me? If I am pulling out any rth term from this series, what would be its value?
n into n minus 1 whole square
N into n minus 1 whole square. Okay, that's it.
plus
Huh.
3 into 3 n minus 2
No, no,
whole.
no, no. Wait. No, it is wrong. I am asking you. See, this is the first term. Okay, this is the first term. Here we have the first term. This is the second term. This is the third term. So in general, if I pull out any rth term, any number rth term from this series, or let me call it ith term, we have done with the variable I. So if I am pulling out any ith term from this series, what would be its value? So
1
it will
N
be
into
N
why will it be n? Like why will
I
the function be in n and not in
I
r or
minus
I?
1 whole square.
Can you tell me again?
I into n
Hmm.
minus I minus 1 whole square.
Yes, correct. It is not actually n minus I. It is not n minus I minus 1. It is actually n minus I plus 1. Or rather say n plus 1 minus I whole square. Yes, this is correct. Everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Can you
This will be
explain,
the
sir,
value.
how it
no, sir.
Yeah. Yes. See, I am
No,
asking
sir.
you. Okay, no issues. I am asking you to pull out any number r. Okay, any number rth term from this series. So see, the first number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is going like that. So what will be my ith when I have a ith term in my list? So it will be obviously a multiplication of two terms. Correct? It will be a multiplication of two terms. Correct? So the first term will definitely be I, right? Because if my first in I look at my first term. In my first term, the first thing is 1. In second, it is 2. Then 3, then 4. So in my ith term, it will be I. Right, everyone? Till here, it is
Yes,
fine.
sir.
is,
What about the inside thing? What about inside the square thing? So in the first term, we have n square, right? Then we have n minus 1 square. Then we have n minus 2 square. Then we have n minus 3 square. So if I pull out any ith term from this series, what will be it? It will be n plus 1 minus I, right? Because when I'm putting I as 1, so I'm getting n. When I'm putting I as 2, I am getting n minus 1. When I'm putting I as 3, I will get n minus 3 and so on. Fine? You
Yes.
just need to
Yes,
recognize the
sir.
pattern. You need to recognize the pattern. If you clearly observe, it is also an AP. It is a decreasing AP. The term inside my square. Right?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
everyone? So tell me, how would you take the summation of this thing? You have to take summation of I into n plus 1 minus I whole square. I is going from 1 to n. How would you do this?
We should separate, sir.
What should you do? Tell me, how should we proceed? So, like, there is no option. You need to, like, it is going from 1 to n. So, there is no option. You would need to open up the bracket. Tell me, how will you open this bracket? How do we open 3 squares? Like, n plus 1 minus I whole square. How do we open it? Anyone? Have you learned the formula, ninth class, a plus b plus c whole square?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
A square plus
A
B
square
square
plus B
C
square
square
Okay.
plus
plus
But
C.
no worries, no worries, no worries. You don't need to do this. See, just look, n plus 1 is a constant in itself. So just treat n plus 1 as a single entity. Just treat n plus 1 as one single entity and now open it.
n
So what
plus
does
1
it become now? So it is a
N
minus b
plus
whole square,
1
right?
whole square. Yes, sir.
plus
Okay.
I square
Minus
Minus
I
2
into n
into
plus
N.
1,
into n plus 1.
right? So now you
Yes.
can just, so it is n plus 1 whole square into sigma I, right? Then I have plus sigma I cube, correct? Correct, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So
Okay,
why
minus, sorry? Because
I
this I, we have a I over here, na? I will get multiplied. Distributive property.
okay.
Yeah. Minus 2 into n plus 1 sigma I square, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So tell
sir.
me. And in all these three, I is going from 1 to n. I is going from 1 to n. I is going from 1 to n. Tell me, the first value. How would we do it? What is this thing? What is inside the sigma? Can anyone
N
tell me?
Sum of natural
N,
numbers.
sir.
Correct. Sum of
Sum
natural
of
numbers. So it
natural
is
numbers.
n plus 1 whole square into n plus 1 by 2,
Yes, sir.
right? Plus, what about the second one?
Sum of
sum
cubes
of
of natural
cubes.
numbers.
Sum of
Sum
cubes
of
of first and
first
natural
cube
number.
next.
What is the
Yes, sir.
sums of cubes? So it is n square into n
N
plus 1
square
whole
into
square,
N plus 1 whole
By
square by
4.
4.
right? What about this one?
2 into
Plus
n
1
plus
into. Now what is this thing?
N into N plus 1 into
1 into 6 by 6.
Correct. Absolutely correct. So this is my answer. Fine. This is my answer. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So just now I will lower the level of the question a little bit. Okay. So lowering as in you will be, now it will be easier for you to write the nth term, the ith term basically. So it is 1 into n minus 1 plus 2 into n minus 2 plus 3 into n minus 3 plus 4 into n minus 4, so on up to n terms. Tell me, how would we do it? The same thing that we have done earlier. The
Ith
same
term.
thing.
I
Correct. We
into
would write out the ith term. So tell me, what will be its ith term?
I into n my so I into
Mm-hmm.
n
Uh-huh.
plus plus I minus 2.
Are you sure?
Minus I plus 2.
No, sir, no, sir.
minus I.
minus I. So you are saying n minus I plus 2. Matlab I
Yeah.
into n minus. This is what you are saying.
Yes, sir.
n minus I plus 1.
N minus I plus 1. Okay. और कोई आंसर? Anyone else? Any other answer? Any other answer? So the ones like if you feel this is your correct answer, and the ones who feel that these are your correct answers, could you just substitute some of the values of I and check it?
Sir,
This I into n minus I.
into n minus I.
Correct, absolutely correct. Your name?
Vignesh.
अरे तेरा मतलब तेरा तो पता ही है, इसका पूछ रहा था. Who was it?
Yes,
दिव्या.
sir. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, great. विघ्नेश तो पता ही है. फेमस पीपल. अरे नवनीत नहीं आया यार आज.
आया ना सर, तब से
अरे
आंसर बोल
नवनीत,
रहा था.
अच्छा. ओह अच्छा, सुना नहीं यार, पता नहीं मैंने. ठीक है चलो, हाँ करेक्ट. फेमस पीपल हो यार तुम तो. फेवरेट स्टूडेंट्स है ना. नवनीत तो यार बहुत ही फेवरेट हो गया मेरा. नवनीत भाई, if this institute allows me ना, I will make one rule that if you are not present I will not take the class. देख यार, इतना फेवरेट हो गया तू मेरा.
वाह वाह वाह.
यार बस इशू ये है ना, ये लोग अलाउ नहीं करते मेरे को. नहीं तो यार पक्का भाई तुम्हारे बिना क्लास ही ना लूं मैं. चलो हाँ. सो व्हाट विल बी इट्स ith टर्म? हाँ
I
दिव्या.
into n minus I.
And I into, tell me
n
please.
minus I.
Minus I, sir.
Correct. I into n minus I. Absolutely correct. You can just check it. You can just substitute values, right? If your I is 1, so it is 1 into n minus 1. If your value is 2, it is 2 into n minus 2. If your value is 3, 3 into n minus 3. So yes, it is working correctly. So correct. I into n minus I. Right?
Yes,
So it
sir.
is correct. Okay.
Yes.
हाँ तो ठीक है फिर. How do you take sigma of AI? So it is basically sigma of ni minus I square.
Yes.
Right? Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is basically n times sigma of I minus sigma of I square.
Sigma I square.
So in this I is going from, tell me the range. Where is I
1 to
going
n.
from?
1 to
Correct.
n.
1 to n.
Yes, sir.
1 to n. Right. See, the point is you just need to recognize few patterns. Okay. Correct.
Sir,
Absolutely correct.
n into sum of natural numbers.
N
Sum of
into-
natural numbers. So it is n into n plus 1
n
by 2.
into n plus
Right?
1 by 2.
What
minus
was this?
Sum of square numbers.
So it is n into n plus 1
n into n plus
into
1
2n
into
plus
2n
1.
plus 1 by 6.
हाँ ओके सही है. ठीक है. Got
Yes,
it
sir.
everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Great. बहुत बढ़िया. शाबाश. चलो एक और करते हैं फिर. We have 1 cube by 1 plus 1 cube plus 2 cube by 1 plus 2 plus 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. इजी है, मुश्किल है, कैसा है?
I
Is
by
it
n.
tough? Easy. First of all, अरे don't hurry. So how do we write its ith term? What is its ith term? If I pull out any ith term, it would basically be 1 cube plus 2 cube, so on till I cube, divided by 1 plus 2, so on till I. Right, everyone? This is correct?
Yes, sir.
Everyone agrees to this?
Yes, sir.
The sum of cube by number of natural
Correct.
numbers.
Sum of natural numbers, correct. sum of cubes divided by sum of natural numbers. Correct. So tell me, what is the sum of first I natural numbers? Sum of cubes of first I natural number. What will it be?
Square into
N कहाँ से आ गया? N कहाँ से
I
आया?
square
There was no N.
into
I square
I
into
square into I plus 1 whole square by 4.
Correct. What about the
I
denominator?
into
What is the
I plus
denominator?
1 by 2. I into I plus 1
Correct.
by 2.
So when I cancel out, it just remains I into I plus 1 by 2. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is it? So basically, I have to take sigma of AI, right?
Sum of natural
Sum is
numbers.
sum of all terms. That is what I have to take.
Sum of first I natural numbers.
No, 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 no. Like this is my AI. So this is my ith term. This is what I have to take of the sum of. Basically, I have to take sum of I into I plus 1 by 2. How do I do it? How do I do it?
Sigma I by 2.
अरे यार कुछ नहीं, हाफ बाहर ले लो, एक हाफ कॉमन, सिग्मा आई
Yes,
स्क्वायर
sir.
प्लस
I
सिग्मा आई. Why does it become so confusing, everyone? Why does it become so confusing for everyone? I don't know.
Square plus.
Right? Correct, everyone?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
So how do we do it? Half into what is the first term?
Sum of first square numbers.
Square.
So n
First
plus
I.
1 2n plus 1 by 6. Correct?
Yes, sir.
The second one n plus 1 by 2. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, everyone has understood the series?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
sir.
Good to hear. Good to hear. So if you have understood the series, चलो फिर आंसर भी बता दो जल्दी से.
Ith term, sir.
सबसे पहले हाँ या
Sir, ith
ith term
term
बता
is
दो.
equal
I
to
into I plus
I
1 whole
into
square.
I plus 1 whole square.
All square,
हाँ,
sir.
इजी है ना? अब तो इजी हो गया, अब तो कुछ बचा ही नहीं सवाल में.
Yes, sir.
राइट? सो ओपन कर दो इसको थोड़ा. So it is I into I square plus 2I plus 1. Right?
Yes,
So it is
sir.
I cube
I
plus
cube
2I
plus
square
2I
plus I.
square plus I.
So
Yes,
can we
sir.
take the sum sigma AI? So it is sigma I cube plus 2 times sigma I square plus 2 times sigma I. हो गया?
Yes, sir.
ले, क्वेश्चन शुरू करने से पहले खत्म कर दिया है ना? बिफोर स्टार्टिंग द क्वेश्चन खत्म कर दिया, इतना फास्ट था. चलो
So
लिमिट बता दो बस. हाँ यस, व्हाट हैपेंड?
sigma 2
1
sigma
to
IQ है, sir.
सॉरी विघ्नेश, व्हाट इज योर
2 sigma IQ है, sir, यहाँ.
Sir, only sigma I, sir.
वेयर?
Yes.
अच्छा सॉरी, ना ना, हाँ हाँ हाँ, यस यस करेक्ट, सिग्मा आई. हाँ ठीक है, सही. हाँ हाँ, अरे फोकस था लिमिट पे. लिमिट बताओ. आई विल गो फ्रॉम व्हाट वैल्यू टू व्हाट वैल्यू?
1 to
999,
999.
sir. 999.
999. करेक्ट 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 करेक्ट. ठीक है, कर लोगे ना?
Yes,
दिस
sir.
दिस ऑल्सो
Yes,
वी नो.
sir.
फर्स्ट ऑफ sum of first n cubes, then we know sum of first n squares, then we know sum of first
Natural
n
numbers.
natural
Natural
numbers.
numbers.
Easy.
Yes,
Easy.
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So now just moving ahead with similar questions only. So see, just recognize that all you need to do is figure out that what the question is asking, right? You just need to figure out the ith term. That is the most important part. Once you have figured out the ith term, it doesn't remain any difficult, right? Correct, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So let us mix two questions and do it now. So उसी सीरीज को इन्वर्ट कर देते हैं. So it is 1 by 1 cube plus 1 plus 2 by 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 by 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube and 4 cube up to n terms. Fine, I have inverted the previous series. So tell me, what will be its ith term?
1 plus 2 plus 3 till I, sir.
Correct. This will be the numerator. What
Divided
about the
by
denominator?
1 cube
1
plus
cube, 2
2
cube,
plus 3 cube till I cube.
right?
Cube, sir.
Correct. So can you help me calculate the numerator and denominator? Numerator
Yes,
and
sir.
denominator, can you help me?
Sum of first n
हाँ.
natural number.
Is it sure it is first n? Are you sure it is
No,
first
sir. First
n?
I. First
Correct.
I, sir.
Absolutely correct. See, just make sure you are in the correct variable, because many a times your variable can make a error in sigma. See, because what happens when I am adding sigma and I get a value n over here, so this n becomes a constant with respect to I, because I'm adding with respect to I. So just make sure that your variable is also correct. Fine. Okay, so don't
Yes, sir.
make this error. Okay, fine. So what about the numerator? What is my numerator in this case?
I into I plus 1 by 2.
Correct. What about the denominator?
I square into
I square into I plus 1 whole square.
By 4.
By
4.
by 2.
4.
4. Correct.
4.
So इसको cancel करो, cancel सब कुछ करो. So what will I
2 by
get? I will get 2 by
2
I
by
into
n.
I plus 1.
Yes, sir.
अरे बाप रे, ये क्या आ गया भाई? ये तो एपी भी नहीं है, जीपी भी नहीं है, ये तो एजीपी भी नहीं है. अब क्या करेंगे? What is this? What is this?
Telescopic
Anyone?
series, sir.
Correct,
Telescopic series.
correct, correct, correct. So sum कैसे लेंगे हम? I need to take sigma ai, where I is going from 1 to n. How would I do that? So basically, in other words, I have
Sir,
to
2
take
is
sigma.
constant, sir. 2.
2 will go outside.
Two.
Correct. First of all,
Yes.
2 को बाहर ले लेते हैं, ठीक है? 2 को बाहर ले लेते हैं, कोई बात नहीं.
1 by
अब क्या करोगे? Next step. How would we do it? Anyone?
Numerator
Anyone
में
who is it?
I
हाँ.
minus I plus 1 लिखेंगे, sir.
Correct, correct, correct,
Numerator.
correct. So when we do that, we will be left with this thing. My ith term will become 1 by I minus 1 by I plus 1, right?
Yes, sir.
So I will need to take sigma of this. अब तो कर ही लेंगे. अब तो क्या दिक्कत है? I की वैल्यू 1 डालो, I की वैल्यू 2 डालो, हो जाएगा. I की वैल्यू n डाल देना. तो 2
Yes,
times of
sir.
1 by 1 minus 1 by 2. Same thing. 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Correct? It will cancel in
Yes,
this
sir.
direction.
Yes, sir.
What will be my last term? Anyone? What will be my last term? 1 by n minus
1
1 by
by
n plus 1.
1 by n plus 1.
1 by n plus 1.
1
So
minus
out of these, which one will get cancelled? Left term or right term?
left.
Yes,
Left
sir.
term.
Correct. So what is my final answer?
2 into
1 by 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1 by n plus 1.
Correct. Correct. Absolutely correct. अब समझ आ गया सबको?
Yes, sir.
Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay. So, okay. So now, since like it's almost time to leave, so has every one of you prepared for tomorrow's test? I hope you have. कल के लिए पढ़ा है कुछ?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
ठीक है, okay. हाँ, what happened, विघ्नेश?
Yes, sir, बोला था sir.
हाँ नहीं, I am asking you, have you studied about for the test tomorrow? There is tomorrow test ना?
Yeah,
पता है
sir.
ना सबको? हाँ तो पढ़ा कुछ?
Yeah, sir.
Weekend.
क्या वीकेंड पे पढ़ोगे? ठीक है चलो। तो यार मेरे साइड से तो यही है, टेलीस्कोपिक सीरीज है, और यूजिंग द टेलीस्कोपिक सीरीज द थ्री formulas that we have derived, like basically whatever we have learned
Yes,
in
sir.
today's, yesterday's and day before yesterday's class, three classes only, that will come. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
ठीक है, और
sir.
नोट्स तो तुमको मिल ही जाते हैं, बट इजी नहीं होगा। मतलब क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, लेवल के आएंगे भाई, थोड़ा देख के चलना। फिर बोलोगे सर पता ही नहीं चला टेलीस्कोपिक सीरीज थी क्या? सवाल है। इट शुडंट हैपन दैट आई गिव द क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम टेलीस्कोपिक सीरीज एंड लेटर यू टेल मी अरे सर टेलीस्कोपिक सीरीज थी क्या, पता ही नहीं चला टेलीस्कोपिक सीरीज थी। ठीक है, सही से पढ़ के आना, ओनली 3 क्लासेस।
Okay, sir.
फाइन, ओके ग्रेट, थैंक यू मैम,
Bye bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
बाय।
Thank you, sir. Yes, students, you can join the next section. Yes, you can join the next session, that is from 8 to 9. Right? So you can end the session, sir.
श्योर मैम, थैंक यू।